Yeah, I'm a Muslim. I just had a question about Matthew chapter 24.
34?
No, 24.
Yeah, which one? 34 or 36? Because usually you guys go there.
No, Matthew 24.
Okay, let's try it again. The entire chapter?
Yeah, pretty much the entire chapter.
What about it?
So, like, the chapter starts off with Jesus and the disciples on the
Yeah,
Mount of Olives.
I know what it is. Just get to your objection. Matthew.
Okay. All right, my objection is at the end. It says, "This generation will not pass away until."
I just said Matthew 24, 34.
Oh, I thought you meant chapter. My fault.
So you already know that I'm playing chess with you, and I'm about 10 steps ahead of you, right?
I mean, I was just looking for an answer.
No, you're not.
I actually am.
Okay, what's the meaning of this generation shall not pass away? What generation?
So I talked to a couple of Christians about this before.
Forget about them. Talk to me, you and me. Forget them, dude. You and me, because I want to see how sincere you are. Okay, what's the context? Because guys, did you notice before you say anything? He already testified. He went to look for an answer. He got Christians to answer. So he's not looking for an answer. He's looking to try to cast out. He's in the wrong place. You see, he just testified against himself. So you've already asked Christians. So that means
their answers didn't really like make sense. That's why I can't.
Yeah, of course. I expect it to make sense to a Muslim. Oh yeah. By the way, when I answer you, I'm going to turn it against you because I'm going to ask you a question about the Quran's chronology. But we're going to play that game. Okay, so explain to me what it means, this generation.
So this generation, when I read it, well, it means to me that he's talking to disciples, so the generation of disciples. Okay.
And what would they see before that generation passed away?
Basically all the signs in the chapter.
What are the signs?
So at first it starts with telling them that nation is going to rise against nation, rumors of war, earthquakes.
Sure. Culminating in what? I already know the context. This is all leading up to what, though?
It's all leading up to the second coming of the Son of Man.
No, you're full of it. Matthew 24, 29, 31 is not saying that. What are these signs leading up to, if you had read it carefully?
I mean, it's leading up. I mean, that's what it seems. Okay, can you tell me? Because I'm
trying to walk you through it because you said you read it. It's about Jerusalem and the temple being destroyed, and not one stone left upon another.
Okay, but
I know Matthew 24, 29, 31 better than you know your Quran because when it says,
I'll give you that. Honestly, that's why I came to ask you. So
when it says the Son of Man coming with the clouds of heaven, have you actually studied? Well, I'm trying to answer you, dude, but you keep talking. Have you actually studied within the New Testament and Old Testament what it means for the Son of Man to come with the clouds? Because it doesn't mean that he will come visibly and you'll see it. Because even in the Old Testament, if you knew the Old Testament, which you don't, Isaiah 19 verse 1, it talks about Yahweh coming on a swift cloud to destroy Egypt. That doesn't mean they saw Yahweh come visibly. It means that when the destruction happens, then you know that the Son of Man came in judgment to destroy Jerusalem and the temple. And that from that moment on, he would send forth his angels to gather the elect from the four corners of the world. Do you know what the word angels means in Greek and Hebrew?
No.
The word angelos, angel, and in Hebrew, malach means a messenger. That's why in the very New Testament, the word angel is used for humans, such as in Matthew 11:10, it says that John is the angel of God, angelos, but John is human. What kind of angel is he? John the Baptist.
No, he's probably just a messenger, like you said.
Okay, so if you read it contextually, when Jerusalem's destroyed, the temple's destroyed, that will be a sign to those who know the revelation of Christ, not unbelievers because they don't believe, that the Son of Man has now come in judgment. He's come on the clouds to destroy Jerusalem and the temple. And from that moment on, he's going to send his angels throughout the world to gather the nations through the preaching of the gospel. That's how the elect are gathered. And that happened in that generation because once the temple was destroyed, Jerusalem was no longer the focus of God. Now God's attention turned throughout the entire world, which is why till this day, God's angels, his human messengers, are sent to preach the gospel to gather all the elect. Matthew 24 is not about the second coming.
Okay, so do you think that this prophecy already was fulfilled, or already happened?
Yes, I just said 70 AD.
Okay, but in verse
but you see the but? Because now I'm going to bury you with the but. But what?
In verse 14 it says the gospel is going to be preached all across the world, the whole world.
Okay, now you want me to embarrass you? Because according to the same New Testament, Romans 1:8, Romans 10:18, Colossians 1:6, Colossians 1:23, it says the gospel is already preached to the whole world before 70 AD. So you think you're smart.
Yeah, but what's it called?
Let me show you. That condition was already met because, again, not reading the Bible the way you should, thinking it reads like the Quran. Let me show you. That condition was already. You ready? Same Bible buries you. Hold on. Just be patient. I'm going to have fun at your expense, but then I'm going to turn it against you because I'm going to show you your prophet's false prophet. Hold on. Be patient. Was the gospel already preached throughout the world before 70 AD? Yes, because words must be defined within their context. Not your context, their context. Here it goes. Romans 1:8. First, I thank God, my God, through Jesus Christ for all of you, because your faith is proclaimed in all the world, even before 70 AD, Paul. Yeah, that's Romans 1:8. Now, hold on. What about the gospel of Jesus Christ? Was already spread throughout the whole world? Romans 10:13-18. Everyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. But how are men to call upon him whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without a preacher? And how can men preach unless they are sent? And as it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach good news, but they have not all heeded the gospel. Not everyone believed. For Isaiah says, Lord, who has believed what he has heard from us? So faith comes from what is heard, and what is heard comes by the preaching of Christ. Now, here's the answer. But I ask, have they not heard? Indeed they have. For their voice has gone out to all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. Wait, Paul. That condition of Matthew 24:14, that the kingdom must be preached, the gospel of the kingdom, throughout the world before Jesus comes to destroy Jerusalem. That was already met before Jesus destroyed Jerusalem? Yes, Sam. Oh, okay. Here's another one for you. Nice try, though. Colossians 1:6, which has come to you, the gospel of truth, as indeed in the whole world it is bearing fruit and growing. So among yourselves, from the day you heard and understood the grace of God in truth. And the Colossians 1:22-23. So this is what we call burial. And now I'm going to go to the decimation. He is now reconciled in his body of flesh by his death in order to present you holy and blameless and irreproachable before him, provided that you continue in faith, stable and steadfast, not shifting from the hope of the gospel, which you heard, which has been preached to every creature under heaven, and of which I, Paul, became a minister. So you just got buried on that one. I'm now going to quote Hadith Bukhari. Don't run like Aisha. By him in whose hands my soul is, son of Mary, Jesus, will shortly descend amongst you people, as a just ruler, and will break the cross and kill the pig. So now, did Jesus descend upon the Sahaba?
I mean, well, first I'll give me the number, and second of even just on your little comment, it says Muslim.
Quiet. So, Sahih Bukhari. Stop barking, dude. I'm going to treat you like Aisha. Sahih Bukhari, volume 3, book 34, number 425. Answer the question, because I got several more that's going to make it worse. Did Jesus descend among the companions of Muhammad? Because he says among you, he's going to descend, not some future, and shortly descend. Sahih Bukhari. Did he do it?
And no, but he's going to descend amongst our ummah.
No, he didn't say so it's going to happen.
I mean, in parentheses, what does it say right there in parentheses?
That's not in Arabic. I'm going to give you the Arabic to read it. Show me the word Muslim in Arabic. Let's try it again. He's talking to his companions. All of this will happen soon, shortly amongst you. Did it happen?
What does it say shortly?
In front of your blind eyes, shortly descend amongst you.
You is Muslims. You is Muslim ummah.
The Muslims is not in the Arabic, stone liquor.
Yo,
so
okay.
Did he descend? Okay, now you're barking. Now let me give you another one. Narrated Abu Huraira, Allah's apostle said, the hour will not be established until the son of Mary descends amongst you. Did he descend amongst them? And in case you want to run like Aisha, Sahih Bukhari, volume 3, book 43, number 656. So try it again. Did he descend among them?
Man, I don't know what's not.
Shh. See, you're barking. Here, let me give you another hadith. Narrated Abu Huraira, Allah's apostle, said, by him in whose hands my soul is surely, Jesus, son of Mary, will soon descend amongst you, not 100 years from now. And what is this? Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, book 55, number 657. So answer the question. Okay, every time you don't answer, I'm going to give you another hadith.
Okay.
Did he descend amongst them?
Calm. Can you not interrupt me?
Answer it. Don't tap dance. He says amongst you.
Okay, simple. It means amongst you as a Muslim ummah. The Muslim ummah.
That's not what it says.
It is.
No, that's not what it says. You're lying. Okay. He didn't say that.
Okay, so now, if he said he was going to descend amongst you in front of me, then that would be him talking about them.
He didn't say in front of me because he's going to die. There's no need for Jesus to descend if Muhammad is alive. He has to die for him to come. Hear this one. Now I'm going to bury you with this one. Allah's apostle said, how will you be when the son of Mary descends amongst you, stone liquor? And he will judge people by the law of the Quran and not by the law of gospel. Sahih Bukhari, volume 4, book 55, number 658. One more time. How will you be when he descends amongst you? So let's try it again.
Okay, don't interrupt.
Did he descend amongst them? Did he descend amongst them or not?
No, he didn't. How many times?
He just proved Muhammad is a liar and a false prophet. He said, no, he didn't. Thank you, Mo, for allowing me to destroy your Quran and your Sunnah and humiliate you because you're a dishonest, lying, taqiyist. You're a deceiver because your God is Ghayrul Makarin. I'm not attacking. It's true. He said, no, he didn't, but it was a future. No, that's not what it said. Soon among you. How will you be when he descends among you? Burial, and we cremate it, and we now spread your ashes against the black stone.